did the wicked thing, behind that talent. He didn't invest. He didn't do anything with it. He kind of just sat on it. And then the second one, had two. He doubled that, right? He did right with what he had, and it was honorable. And then the first one ended up flipping out, got like 10 talents from it. So when Jesus came back and was looking at it, he told the one, "You wicked servant, you could have at least allowed it to collect interest if you weren't going to do right by it at all. You were just going to let it stay stagnant and buried it in that." So, oh no, my baby's getting excited like I am. Hey man, I'm about to preach over here. So the wicked servant had one talent and he buried it, right? So in these false ministers or pastors, whatever, that were once saved but fell from grace, that talent is still buried in them. So God will send a saint to go into that place, even if it's a lukewarm babe coming out of the world, even if it's somebody that just got saved coming out of the world. God will let them stay stationed there just enough to grow, and then he will say to the Lord, like the Lord said to that other servant, he told one of his angels, "Go take that talent from that wicked servant and give it to the one that's going to do right by it." That is you. That is other believers that he calls forth out of that place. So now you get a portion of whatever anointing they were supposed to have but did not do right because they fell under his judgment. Now you carry that forth and you go. So that's why sometimes when people do that, it's not to beat yourself up, because what the enemy meant for bad, God turns around for glory. So that is something he showed me when it comes to false and different stuff like that. And I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be very much encouraged and know that you're on the right path, and it's okay that you fall into deception. This is, again, that Bible study we did. I believe it was in John, where we talked about his sheep hear his voice, because essentially, as John 10, there are people that are going to climb into the sheep gate. Jesus said, "I stand at the door and let people in. If I didn't journey you to it, then you have to climb into it, and you have to go underneath it to get in, right?" And if you do that, Jesus literally said, "You're a thief or you're a robber." And what happens with a thief or a robber when they're caught? They must return sevenfold. You just got sevenfold from somebody else's no, and cease and desist at that point in their intimate walk with the Lord, and you went forth with that. So, and then with deception, it happens, right? We live in the world, but you hear his voice.